Hey Magic fans, and welcome to the Let's Talk Magic podcast game day preview. And the question tonight is, can the Magic finally beat the Heat this season? Tonight is round 3 of Orlando versus Miami as we welcome our conference, division and state rivals into the Kia Centre for regular season game number 43. UK tip time of 11 p.m, which is 6 p.m. in Orlando. And to watch in the UK, you're going to need an active NBA League Pass. We're going to talk about the Magic first. We have a record of 22 and 20 so far this season. We've lost 2 consecutively and are at 3 and 7 in the last 10 played. Home record is 13 and 6, and we stand 8th in the East. We are scoring 111.9 points per game and conceding half a point less, 111.4. Rating on offence is 24th, and we've dropped back defensively to the 5th rated team. This is the first night of a tough home court back-to-back against 2 teams that the Magic are chasing and trying to keep pace with. Cleveland Cavaliers visit tomorrow evening. Back-to-backs this season sees the Magic faring very similarly to last season. So far on the first night this year, we are 3 and 5. Compared to last season where it was 6 and 7 record. Second night we are at 2 and 6, and last season was a horrendous 1 and 12. Let's talk about the last time Magic played. We played the Philadelphia 76ers, and in the game between these two on December the 27th, the Magic were 3 down early in the final quarter, only for the Sixers to go on a big run to seal it. This time, with the Magic trailing by 4 at the halfway point of the third quarter, Philly sees full control with a 12 and 3 run. Joel Embiid scored 36 points, Tyrese Maxey 32 as they put on a clinic in scoring, and the Sixers won by 124-109 in Orlando. The Magic actually shot quite well, 43.5% from the 3-point range, and the bench contributed 69 points. However, persistent fouls and turnovers were a huge contributor to Orlando's loss. Wendell Carter Jr., again playing off the Magic bench, put up a double-double, 25 points, 11 rebounds, both are season highs. Jalen Suggs scored 16 to lead the starting unit. Paolo Banchero followed on. Decent stats overall, 14 points, 8 rebounds and 6 assists, but down on what we would sometimes expect from Paolo. Truthfully though, something felt off all night with Orlando, including the rotations, which at times just seemed muddled. I don't know what it was. Starting unit was again Jalen Suggs, Caleb Houston, Chuma Okeke, Paolo Banchero and Goga Bitadze. And from the bench, deep breath, because we used 10 players. Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr., Jonathan Isaac, Markelle Fultz, Joe Ingles, Anthony Black, Mo Wagner, Trevelin Queen, Jet Howard, and making his first appearance of the season, Kevon Harris. The only player who was available who didn't play as he didn't dress was Admiral Schofield. As to tonight, Franz Wagner. He has been upgraded, having missed the last 8 games with an ankle injury to day-to-day and is classed as questionable to play. Gary Harris is listed out for his 9th consecutive game with a calf injury, and that's it as far as the Magic injury report goes. So is tonight the night where Coach Mosley changes up that starting group? Against the Sixers, Markelle Fultz, he played 22 minutes. Wendell Carter Jr., he totaled 26 minutes. And he was, as we've said, the major contributor for the team on scoring and defensively. He was excellent. Talking about the Miami Heat, so far this season they have a 24 and 18 record. Like us, they have lost the last 2, but they are at 5 and 5 in the last 10 played. They are standing 6th in the East, scoring 111.4, conceding 110.8. So very similar to ourselves, that there's that very, very small 0.6 for them differential between what they score and what they're conceding. Rated 20th in offence and 11th defensively. On the road, Miami have a 12 and 10 record, and having played the Heat twice in under a month, there's not too much changed in respect of the Heat and their statistics from what we've told you before. They take the lowest total of field goal attempts per game in the league, but they do get to the free throw line a decent amount. The low fouling, low turnover team. 3-point percentage has dropped back a little since we last met a week ago, seeing the Heat no longer the league's leading most efficient team from the distance. They're now making 12.4 of their 33 shots per game taken from range. That's 0.5 down on what it was. It's not a dramatic drop. The Heat's 3 stars lead this team. Tyler Hero at 22.5 points per game, Bam Adebayo 21.5, and Jimmy Butler 21.3. That's over half the Heat's scoring per game. Rookie Jaime Jaquez, I apologise to him in advance, is hitting over 50% from the field and making 14 points per game. The Heat defence is very effectively built around defending inside that 2-point line. They restrict opponent points in the paint to 47.9 per game, and Miami continue to excel at preventing second chance points, conceding only 12.9. So last time out for the Heat, as it was in Orlando, so it was in Miami, as the Atlanta Hawks took a road win on the back of a Dejounte Murray buzzer beater, saw Miami fall to a 109-108 home court defeat. The score suggests, and it was a very close game throughout. 18 lead changes, 8 ties. The Heat's big three were the leading scorers for the team. Both Butler and Hero had 25 points. Adebayo had 21. From the bench, leading player there was Duncan Robinson, who hit 14. Their starting unit was Caleb Martin, Tyler Hero, Nikola Jokic, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Kyle Lowry, Josh Richardson, Duncan Robinson, Haywood Highsmith and Kevin Love came from the bench. Tonight, they have a couple of issues. The rookie, Mr. Jaquez, is out. He's a big loss. Tyler Hero, he is day-to-day but probable with a shoulder injury. Miami could be forced into a change because of the question around Tyler Hero, but if he gets the go-ahead, expect that same starting unit to run that Eric Spoelstra chose last time around. Head-to-head with the Heat, we have played 136 regular season games, and the score stands at 58-78 to the Heat. They have owned us as of late, unfortunately. As we say, the teams have met twice this season so far. A 9-game home winning streak for the Magic was snapped, 115-106 in the loss to the Heat on December the 20th. Miami made 11 straight floor shots going into halftime. Absolutely took that thing wide apart. Second meeting, January the 12th, so just over a week ago. And it was a story of bad luck and missed opportunities for the Magic, really, losing 96-99 on the road. And in all honesty, the Magic could have taken the win, but they left points behind from the free throw line as we failed to connect. A lot of times we only scored 8 of 20 taken. Last season it was 3-1 for the Heat, and 2 of those games did go to overtime. Orlando last won this series in 2018-19, which is, as we've said before, was the season where we took it 3-1, and that victory saw us into the playoffs and Miami miss out. Final thought for tonight. The Magic are still above the 500 mark, but the Chicago Bulls are starting to apply pressure to our current standing. Simply put, whilst the game is not a must-win, it's becoming increasingly important to pick up a result or two to stay in contention as we move into this second half of the season. A win tonight against one of those teams that we are chasing would be massive. It would be a really huge bonus. Fingers crossed. So guys, if you've enjoyed this preview, please give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our YouTube channel and help us out. It really does help us. But more importantly, like we always say at the end of this, go Magic, let's get that W.